Hey guys, Juju22 here, and it's time! So, we are now in to the Final Four, and what we have is the NFC Championship game for Season 5, and fun fact, this is the very first Conference Championship game we've ever had, as some of the seasons had uneven number of teams, and said teams were never facing each other, but this time that's the case. But I'm not alone. I also have my guest.
Hello, everybody.
So once again, I have my good friend Clinton. And oh my gosh, I got 15. I'm 15 subscribers away from 1,500, but I
Well,
certainly don't want to take away from what's about to happen here with Chaos Reaper. A
yeah,
victory
this
for
is going
him.
to be an interesting matchup.
hmm I mean, this is Carolina against Atlanta, and of course these are two division rivals, and that's great.
And there's also the individual matchups of Wally going up against Chaos Reaper and the Panthers offense.
hmm
And then the Panthers defense, hopefully they can hold Julio Jones in the check.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just looking at my messages there. DJ Clinton, how are you? I'm doing pretty well, my friend.
Doing all right. Doing all
hmm
right, Reaper.
All right, so okay, so the notification squad got it. So anyway, as you can see from the title of this video, this is the NFC Championship game. So basically, we are having one game, but it will be a bit longer than what one may be used to. As you know, we have need a nap after a good meal. I had Popeyes.
Popeye's chicken is the shiznit. Had to do it.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say love that chicken from Popeyes.
Oh, that's from Little Nicky, and I think they were one of the sponsors of that movie because they're like referenced all the time in that movie.
Wow. Okay. Okay, good.
Should bring some Popeyes for the rest of the class.
Well, we'll have to see what happens there, but let's see. Let me take a look and see who I have to invite for this game. And uh, of course, Diamond, like when he was watching the game, kind of felt like I still don't like because I had to step away for at one point, but there was a penalty, and I thought that penalty was going to give the offense who was about to kick the ball the first down, but that didn't happen.
Yeah, the game's weird with the penalties because they constantly change the rules of football every year, so it's like the games have to struggle to keep up with the rule changes.
Let's see.
Like
So,
this year's the whole 17 game season.
well, of course, and okay, so Blake. Okay, I don't have a way to contact Jake or Justin, but I can contact Blaze, so I'm gonna do that really quick.
I I messaged him on Facebook.
Jake?
Blaze.
Oh.
I don't know if Jake's on Facebook or not. I think he is, but I don't have him on my friends list.
Yeah, and I'm surprised
I think
that
Ninja
SES
does.
won the big one for the Stable Wars.
Yeah, I'm surprised, but the ladder match thing's weird. Like I don't know how Cage is good in ladder matches. I don't get it.
Okay. And
It's
then
ridiculous.
I don't have a way to contact Josh Brooks or Walter, but I can contact the other two, so I'll do that really quick.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens on the cruise, just like in this game.
All right, so Joshua says he's ready to fight.
Oh, I trust me. I owe the UFC middleweight champion another beating and take what's rightfully mine.
All right. Okay.
This game is sponsored by Popeye's Chicken.
Yeah, it kind of feels like it's being sponsored by Popeyes.
Well, Popeyes is good chicken. I just think it's second to Church's.
Mm. Not a lot of people talk about Church's Chicken, not just because of the fact that it has the same word as a building or a congregation of people, but a Church's
I
Chicken is
think
really
it's just
good.
more because it's localized. It is, and I think it's more localized towards the south. I
Yeah,
don't see it here in the north.
well, I mean, we do have it in Sacktown where I live, so it's not completely foreign to me. Also, it's good to see
Yeah, we
Nicole.
don't have it here in Potato Land.
Oh, oh, and Walter, you're just in
Hey,
time for your
Nicole.
game. As is Nicole. Okay, so the only person left is Darius,
I gotta say, Wally has impeccable timing.
and also hello to Insane One.
Hey, Insane One.
Yeah, Insane One. Uh,
NFC.
oh yeah,
Oh, I was gonna say, not just that, Wally, but NFC title game.
and for Walter, this is only his second appearance. He won the first one against the Buccaneers in season 3 to make it to the Super Bowl. So of course Walter wants to, go back to the Super Bowl.
Oh, that's everybody. Wish Barry Sanders would have been able to get to one, but we know how the Detroit dumpster fires operate.
And also, hey, there's JWE. That's another player. All right, so now that I've contacted who I could, I think it's time to get the thing started. And also, good luck to
Hey,
Chaos
JWE.
and everyone involved.
Yep. Good luck, gentlemen.
Okay, so
And I don't want to screw a dirty bird reaper. That's sick. It's gross.
you're sick in the head, man.
I saw the comment that Reaper said, so I had to poke a joke.
All right, so being that this is one game, we're going to extend it to 10 minutes a quarter. So this could be a good thing. It could be a bad thing, but but one thing is for sure, an extra 5 minutes could be the difference between having enough time for a comeback and just being out of luck.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, let's go with. Okay, we'll go
Because
with
now
that.
you got more time to work with. Clock ain't going to be as huge of amount of a factor.
And then JWE's trying to speak to me as if he's a Yoshi. Wow.
Oh yeah, that is one thing about Tito's show. You got a mushroom put on the back of your outfit.
Well, yeah, of course. Yeah, Yoshis are cool.
Like I said, I'm more of a Sonic guy, so,
Mm,
but I do appreciate Mario.
yeah,
Both had huge impacts on the video game industry, so.
yeah. Like Mario was the one that started it all, but Sonic is an enigma for himself, really, because Sonic has had some great games, but he's also had some very bad ones.
Luckily, I have the Sega Genesis collection for PS3, so all the ones I have are good.
Yeah, and I also have and I have Sonic Mania, and that's a great game too.
I want to get that for PS4 at some point.
And then Nicole says she's more of a Pokemon person.
I got a scary fact for everybody. I've actually never played Pokemon in any capacity whatsoever.
I have, but it was through the Pokemon Stadium series, I think, because back then they had a demo, and I played it, and it was fun. But of course, I didn't know how to win all the time. But that's another
Game I
story for
miss
another
is
time.
Primal Rage.
I hope you give
That's a game I
Metopia
miss.
a chance. Sorry.
Hey Mario. I don't know what that is, so I can't really comment.
Oh yeah, Metopia is like the Mii's from the Nintendo Wii. Seriously, not even as a kid.
Not even as a kid, I avoided the card game like the plague. I've only played Magic when I was drunk. Let me put it that way.
All right. So, with that said, while the Atlanta Falcons have been to the Super Bowl once before, the Carolina Panthers are going to try to get there for the first time ever. Who's going to win this one? I used to do Pokemon.
Um,
Oh,
Hard to pick. Because it's an even matchup, but I think the Falcons have a slight advantage.
I mean, well, I say this because even I don't know what's going to happen, but we're about to find out right now.
Exactly. Exactly.
So let's do it. All right. So Chaos says he used to do Pokemon videos before he got sick of the community on YouTube. And then Tails is back, and he says Nintendo needs to bring back Metroid. Yeah, Metroid has had some great games too.
A game I miss for Sega Genesis is Gunstar Heroes. I loved that game.
This is Madden football on EA Sports. Straight ahead,
Yeah, Gunstar was pretty good.
between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. With that, let's get up to Charlotte.
And then Nicole is apparently still waiting for Metroid Prime 4.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few
All right, so we're back in Panther Stadium.
as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Matt Ryan.
And there's Blaze.
Falcons.
Here they come.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines.
I mean, on the surface, you would think that, you know, the Panthers could eat up a Falcon. But obviously, it's not based on that. It's just team name.
Oh, yeah. I just think that when it comes down to it, it's just defense wins championships, and I think they're just going to make just enough plays, like maybe one or two, to eke out the victory. Plus, I'm not going to lie, I'm sorry, Curtis Samuel. I'm sorry, you're a Buckeye, I know, but you're probably going to lose.
Also, what's up, Joker?
Ready for football now from
All right, so Atlanta's going to start out with the ball. He takes it to the 20. And they don't get, wow, doesn't even get to the 20. He gets stopped at the 18. So a bit of a subpar return, but nonetheless, though, here we have Matt Ryan. Well, that's just, I don't know, I can't really confirm that. Can't confirm that, JWE. What do you say?
Yeah, that's just speculation right now. But if they are, it's mainly to stop them from working with Impact and AEW. Because I'm sure Vince will want an exclusive deal with New Japan if they're going to work together.
All right, and I believe that was, who just caught that? Wow, JWE, even though he's a running back, gets a reception for 12 yards. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I love utilizing the back out of the backfield as a pass catcher. It's going to be interesting to see how they utilize them.
And another run, or yep, that's the first run for Josh Brooks, and he gets it for 30 yards. Wow. Also, yes, I realize that Zero Mission is a remake of the game, so you didn't have to mention that twice, though. But I appreciate the fact that you love the game. But no, I've never played it, though. I've heard of it, but it's really good. It's a very good. It's a very Golden Corral. I've been to Golden Corral, but I'm not sure if it's still open, even at this time.
It is here.
All right, so they give it to Devontae Freeman, but this time he doesn't go very far. And we get a first good look at the offense for the Falcons. You have Alex Mack, the center. Then you have Julio Jones. And then, of course, you cannot forget about Josh Brooks, who had two great plays to start out with.
Yeah, they've got that 1-2 punch of Brooks and Freeman. If Matt Ryan just throws accurate passes today, the Falcons can develop a rhythm on offense. He's just got to be accurate.
And then, ooh, that could have been taken back, though. And also, hello to Shadow. Hello. Also,
hi, Shadow.
So then, of course, you have Jake Bagwell as the right outside linebacker, and of course, you have Eric Reed as the strong safety to look out, though.
And don't forget about
is my team playing tonight? What would be your team? Because I don't have you right now, but I do have some people that are leaving after the show, or after this season, I should say. Excuse me. So I will definitely put you back in there, Joker. And as that happens, Matt Ryan held onto the ball a little too long, and Gerald McCoy, gets the sack. New York Giants. Oh, they were not even in this, and so. But they'll be part of the next season, in which we will be doing some drafts. So yeah, they'll be featured for next playoff season. And as that happens,
that was just.
Oh, yes. Sorry. Go for it.
Oh, I was gonna say, I just noticed on the replay that
Fourth down on now is the lefty
he held on to the ball too long with the guy wide open right in the middle of the field.
And they will punt it, and that's just going to be a touchback. Also, hello to Shadow Gamer. Wait, James Gamer? Is that you?
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens.
But yeah, but yes, the New York Giants will be featured for next year, or next season, I should say. Excuse me.
On each and every play, he can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just gonna say.
That's where I go.
Reaper just makes some accurate passes, be smart with the ball,
And a run, and it could go all the way, but instead force out of bounds at the 30, past the halfway point, and it's McCaffrey doing what McCaffrey does best. 50 rushing yards on just the opening play for them. Wow.
I think he's going to be one of the biggest difference makers in this entire playoff. Just simply, he is, in my mind, the running back I would pick first in the entire league right now.
Back to throw here.
And a misfire, an incompletion. All right, so now we get a chance to look at the offense for the Panthers. You have Taylor Moton, excuse me, right tackle, Blaise McCoy, and Justin Cruz as the wideouts. So, I mean, what does that say? I mean, when you have Chaos Reaper manning the gun, and then you have two weapons in the form of Cruz and McCoy.
That's a good receiving core, but don't forget about Olsen and McCaffrey as well. He's got a great setup around him.
Well, this time the Atlanta Falcons were not going to get fooled, as Johnson and Darius, and one other teammate, they got on top of McCaffrey and they didn't let him go any further.
Blaise Camp's not quarterback.
And instead, it works opposite.
Yeah, Cam's not the quarterback. The quarterback
that was excellent
is
defense by Atlanta.
Yep. There's James Gamer. That's not Jamar, that's James. And a sack, and this time by Atlanta, and that's Crawford who gets to him. Jack Crawford, and that's going to force 4th and 18 against Carolina.
Was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly what you would expect. A passing down.
So far, it looks like some great offensive plays have just been wrecked by these defenses. The bend but don't break philosophy.
Yeah, they would give up a big play, but then they wouldn't go any further. But they're going to go for a field goal. This is from the 38. A 55-yard attempt, and it's going to be... It's not good. It's no good. It goes a bit to the right.
So he has the leg, it just wasn't accurate enough.
Yep. In fact, it even goes in the stands, which in baseball that would have been a home run. But nonetheless, though,
maybe didn't take a wind to do that.
Let's just go to the football 101.
It could have been the wind. I haven't really. Too bad they don't show you like the wind, like especially when you're kicking a field goal. Or maybe it does. It's just you have to actually play the game.
It does when you actually play it.
Okay. So, but for Nicole, yes, you are on the Falcons. You're a defensive player, just so you know, Nicole. And anyway, nice reception there. And okay, I'm getting a lot of messages here.
Solid completion to the 50 there.
And apparently Chaos Reaper is Roman Reigns, I guess.
pass completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
I will only acknowledge taco, pizza, chicken, and beer.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
I'll acknowledge you to throw the ball. Cool. Good. Lol. Anyway, what's up, Joshua? Anyway, 3rd and 2 for Atlanta. So big play by both teams, especially this early in the game. And they get the completion, although I'm not sure where they're going to put him. 4th and inches. Wow.
Huge choice here.
I mean, yes, you probably could go for it, but you do know that, but as everyone knows, you go for it and you miss, you're giving up a lot of good field position to the opposition on a turnover on downs. So, you know, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Here's Ryan Allen now.
But they're gonna take the safe option, though. Sorry.
If I would have been the coach, I would have thrown it because the ball was over the line when his knee was down.
Well, that's going to be a touchback, so that's a standard starting line, starting position there at the 20. Also, I should also say hello officially to Big Mario Fan 38, who was with us when we did Mario Kart 8 Deluxe yesterday.
But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys.
Hey, Mario.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
All right.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And they get a short drop-off pass, if that's what it is. But it was to McCaffrey, but it wasn't for very much. Walter Johnson and Darius are the edge rushers, or ends. There you see Nicole McQueen as the left outside linebacker. So yeah, Nicole, how do you feel about being a linebacker this year? And this time you get to hit people instead of getting hit after getting a catch.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Well, this secondary is going to get tested today because there's a lot of weapons on the offensive side of the ball for Carolina.
And right now, Atlanta just swarming on McCaffrey. I mean, after giving up that 50-yard play, ever since then, they've really tightened up.
Oh, yeah, they've probably got a spy on him as well.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd.
Yeah, it could be Nicole that's the spy or someone else. They just never say who. And nice catch there, and a nice completion by Chaos to Greg Olsen. That's the other guy that you got to worry about too, to your point.
Yeah, that's one of the benefits of the free 4 defense is you can have more spies on mobile quarterbacks. It's just you're giving up a chance at running up the middle. So there's positives and negatives to both.
Yeah, because if it was so one-sided, people would be using that. Play action. And he's going to launch it, and it's a completion. And he gets it to, I think they're going to mark it at the 12, but that was by, I couldn't see his name, Cruz. Justin Cruz got it. What a catch by him.
Nice throw, nice catch. Accurate ball over the shoulder where only Cruz could get it. And that's what having a dangerous guy like McCaffrey can set up is the play action game, and it worked perfectly. There's that he went over that inside shoulder.
All right, so they get about 4 on that one. 2nd and 6, and Nicole McQueen gets her first tackle, and it is of Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, Falcons are going to have to tighten up here. They might have to drop McColl in the coverage to help out that secondary because they just got...
And they hand it off to Mike Davis, and he just goes right through the hole, and it's a touchdown. Panthers. too easy.
Oh yeah, that change of pace back is awesome. Awesome to have.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown.
Yeah, and he's a back you don't sleep on either, but
Of course, there you see Chaos Reaper, acknowledging his boys on a job well done on this second drive that they've had, and that's going to be 7-0 to start off with. But we still got lots of football, more than we normally would get, because as I said, we usually do 5-minute quarter games, but of course, being that this is a big championship game, it only makes sense to do it this way.
apologies, I just got lunch. But yeah, well executed drive. Looks like Carolina's strategy on offense used the run to set up the pass, and it's working so far.
Set now to kick this one away, and
Oh,
off it
I'm doing
goes.
pretty well, Mr. James Gamer, and hope everything's going well. And they'll just take the knee. They'll just take it and go to the 25-yard line, I should say. Excuse me, I can't talk.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over.
Oh yeah, that's a
They've
smart
had
play
twice,
right
they've
there.
punted twice, not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Ryan will bring the Falcons.
All right, so it's pretty obvious, but Atlanta definitely wants to answer back right here, right now. They hand it off, and the running back, well, and that was Josh Brooks, and he was able to somehow, some way, power his way to get 6 yards on that. So now it's 2nd and 4.
Often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like
Now Josh has a nice blend of speed and power. You don't see that often in the NFL anymore,
Yeah, he's.
at least for running backs.
I mean, this guy can move. And nice catch. Yeah, he gets it. That's a nice catch. And a first down. And that's going to stop the clock as he went out of bounds to catch it.
we have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team. Because
Well thrown ball, excellent catch, making sure both feet
if they're not going to stop you, keep throwing it. And
are in bounds. And you always got to be aware of the sticks if you're a
All right,
receiver.
fakes the handoff. Ryan gets it to. Nope, couldn't get it as it was dropped. That was a good catch attempt, but he wasn't able to hold on to it. So good throw, but just couldnn't catch it.
Yeah, that's one risk you have when you throw the ball up in the air like that and they have to jump and try to catch it, because if they get hit just right, they're going to drop the ball.
Yeah, and even worse, they could fumble it. We saw that in the Jacksonville Jets game. And this time they do it again, and he actually jumped for it, but this time he was able to hold it in. It was Hooper who got it, and it's a first down. Great catch.
Hooper's a...
Yeah,
it was a great catch.
Yeah, he plays above the rim.
Oh, go ahead, sorry.
That was all I was going to say.
Oh yeah, he's actually very talented and underrated tight end by a lot of people. They don't really pay him that much, never mind, and they should.
Yeah, it's just too bad that he was on a bad team last year. And, well, Brooks didn't get very far. In fact, he only got 1 yard on that one.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the
Swallowed him up towards the line of scrimmage, and
open up a crease that they can
Panthers defense did a great job, but they've got some really good players on that side of the ball as well.
Also, hello to MSWCW. Miles Stanley Ward. Ryan
Hey,
got to
Miles.
throw it away.
Eluding the pressure.
And Ryan, well, he starts to run, but by the time he doesn't get far enough, and McCoy gets his second sack.
His second sack of the afternoon.
Yeah, that was a mistake right there. As soon as he got out of that pocket, he should have thrown it away.
Yeah, of course, for Chaos, the Falcons are not exactly. This isn't the Detroit Lions where the guy is just going to throw haphazardly. No, this guy is a much better quarterback. Is Ryan? That's saying a lot.
So the sack pushes him
Yeah,
back, and now third and
this
long
isn't
line
the
of the
Detroit dumpster fire.
From the
And
shotgun,
Ryan, 3rd and 13, gets the first down. And,
is incomplete.
oh, I thought for a moment he had the first down, but he couldn't hold on to it. Could number 13? I can't see his name.
Review this, that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's
I
why
think
he
that
got
was
knocked
Blake
away.
who got it, but it was Kuechly who knocked it away.
Yeah, he put that
This-
shoulder pad right
I'm
on
not
that
sure if
ball,
he
and
had
that's
caught
the best
it.
kind of hit you can do.
Yeah, but I was about to say, I'm not sure if he had caught it long enough to say he was in possession and then it was knocked away. So I can't say if it was, I mean, of course I'm no expert in these matters, but that's going to force them to kick a field goal.
Fire away from long distance. This will be
Oh,
for 50
the Falcons are your favorite team? Anyway, they kick it, but they don't even, wow, it doesn't even reach the,
to boot. And this score
it doesn't
is
even reach.
it is.
It's not even close. It's a little short, and it could have been blocked, but still, it missed. So the Falcons don't even get away with any points at all. So that's going to be trouble.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get
I think 23 got a finger on
They
it.
had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get
Might
at least
have.
a little
But
bit
that
of
was a good
cushion with
special
field
team.
position.
Special teams play by the Panthers, because from my angle, it looked like he got a finger on the ball.
All right, not a problem, JWA. It's good to see you again.
Good starting position for the Panthers.
And of course, and then of course, the worst thing that Carolina can do is what Dallas did, and that's they took their foot off the pedal and got careless. And you saw what happened in that game between them and Atlanta.
Yeah, you never want to take your foot off the gas in pro football. As far as I'm concerned, this is too much money on the line to be super worried about running up the score, because we've seen it happen in past games where you have a huge lead in it.
Play fake. He'll look to throw.
And Chaos Reaper trying to find somebody. He's going to launch it.
Shot for the end zone.
And oh, good throw. It was on the money, but the defense, the secondary, actually did a good job in deflecting it. And it's incomplete. 3rd and 10 at the 46. And there's 7 seconds left. Obviously, the clock is
Nice.
stopped.
Here, this is
Anyway, sorry about that.
Yeah, nice play by the defense right there. Had
And-
perfect angle on the
Ooh.
football, got the knockdown.
Anyway, the pass was intended for Cruz, but it was well defended, and I couldn't see who defended it. But they knocked it away. So now it is, let's see if we can, okay, we can't really see who it was that defended it. Oh, that was the other Jones on the Falcons on defense, not Julio Jones.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi.
So Carolina's going to have to punt this away.
He gets us away
They punt it, and
toward the sidelines. And this will
the
carry it downs where they
and the
can
officials will mark it at the 18 as we end off the first quarter. And at the end of one, it is 7-0 Carolina.
EA Sports.
Solid defense so far in this game. Looks like it's going to be a battle of field position.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And a first down right off the hop by Ryan. And who did they get this time to? I didn't see his name. Oh, Blake. Great catch there by Blake, and great first down right off the hop.
Oh, yeah.
They faked the handoff.
Delivered, didn't hold on to the ball too long.
And, well, this time, Matt almost held on for too long, but he actually got a pass off and a completion. Not a first down, but it's now 2nd and 4, but it could have been worse.
Oh, yeah, it could have been way worse. Down and distance is a good strategy as well. You just got to take what the defense gives you.
And they were able to take 6 yards on that play. They hand it off to Josh Brooks. Stays on his feet, but he couldn't get any further. Only manages a paltry 2 yards on that one. But great tackling there by Cockrell, sorry. That was the guy who stopped him enough to...
Yeah, it's a great...
Yeah, that's all I will say. As you were saying, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to do it when I'm a little bit behind.
Oh, sorry. Anyway, another great completion there to Hooper.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence.
Matt Ryan's showing his veteran experience.
Sure the quarterback saw it.
What number do I have?
And flip the down marker back to 1.
You have, I believe it's number 3. Oh, I'm sorry, you're 31. Well, your number is 31. Ryan, another completion, this time to Julio Jones.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And he gets 7 yards, so 2nd and 3. So far, Atlanta's doing pretty well when it comes to converting on first downs and making sure that the downs are reasonable to be made every subsequent time. They hand it off to Brooks. He gets by a couple of guys, and he gets the first down. Sorry about that.
6 yards the pickup, and
it's all good.
First down.
Yeah, once more, strong running.
So,
but yeah, if you can get like 5 yards on first down, you're in pretty good position.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that one was, I think, I didn't see how many yards that one was, but that was a good run there by Josh. They fake the handoff this time, and another catch to Hooper. Hooper is starting to catch fire here.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy.
They might want to Keekly on him.
People away and catch the football, but not this
So much like
instead of putting these overmatched safeties.
Yeah. So much like what the Falcons had to do with McCaffrey, the Panthers will have to start doing with Hooper.
Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's hit on
All right, 1st and 10 at the 23. This is the closest they've been. They hand it off to Freeman, who runs into his own man. I'm like, dude, just move to the left, just strafe to the left a little bit. You should be free, but of course we all know how in this game you run into your guy. Eventually the opposing defense will catch up, but it's like, come on, man.
Yeah, this for some reason 2K games didn't really do ball carrier vision that good.
Anyway, nice, another first down.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
To number 81. Oh my gosh, Hooper is just, like I said, Hooper just finds ways to get in, and of course Bagwell, as good as he is, I mean Bagwell may as well be the one to be the guy that has to spy on him, because so far whoever they've had on him, they haven't been able to stop him.
That looks like they were running a zone coverage. When a guy like Ryan, you can't run too many zones.
Anyway, well, Freeman did pretty well to get 2 yards, but he got a little too fancy, and it allowed Carolina to stop him and only get 2 yards on that one. So now 2nd and goal at the 7.
Yeah, if I'm Ron Rivera, I'm grabbing him by his shoulder pads and saying one thing. One cut and go. Or not Ron Rivera. I can't remember who the coach is.
Well, whoever the coach is, I'm pretty sure he'll be more happy with that effort, as they ended up pushing back Josh Brooks by about 4 yards.
I was talking about the Falcons coach, because when you're a running back, you want your running back to take one cut and then go north-south.
Oh, absolutely.
Don't dance. Don't dance. Don't try to be cute.
Yeah, don't try to be cute. Anyway, 11. All right, 3rd and goal at the 11. They need this. They get. It's incomplete.
Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sideline.
3 points still isn't bad. It's still close game, so not over yet.
Yeah, because both teams have showed that they could stop the other, you know, at times. So, all right, let's see if they get this. All right, finally they do get a field goal.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense.
But yeah, I just think it's weird that the coach doesn't know his kicker's range. That's one of the big things you should know.
But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any.
So yeah, in this game it is Ron Rivera, but I know that that ship has sailed to.
That one team.
Mm-hmm.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
Short pass game kills us, says Chaos Reaper.
It seems that Carolina is running a lot of zones on defense, and with a veteran quarterback like Ryan, I question that decision.
I think it's leverage.
Yeah, so, and apparently Clinton I guess Clinton's internet or his phone might have died off. Hopefully he's okay. But, alright, well, until he gets back, I'll take care of things here. But hopefully he's okay. 7-3, and Carolina has the lead. But there's still plenty of game left to go, so they can't really try to run out the clock, necessarily. Anyway, welcome back, Clinton, as McCaffrey gets only 3 yards, and now it's 2nd and 7.
Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the
All right.
28.
Oh, there you are.
That.
There you go. I can hear you now.
My phone rang. My stupid phone rang.
Anyway, and an incompletion by Chaos Reaper, and now it's 3rd and 7. Not sure what happened there, but
when you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
The Panthers on 3rd down.
all right, so 3rd and 7. We'll see if Atlanta can finish this up here.
Read the defense and take what he can get.
Yep, definitely. He gets the short pass, but I mean it is complete, but it is short of a 1st down, and it's 4th and 3. So Atlanta gets a shutdown. I did want to say a 3 and out because they actually did get a 1st down, but then after that, nothing.
Yep, they're going to have to punt.
And I'm pretty sure Chaos is not going to be happy with that. Couldn't be too happy with his own performance, though, and I wouldn't blame him, really. Anyway, they kick it away, and that gets to... Oh, no, wait. gets by 2 defenders, but he couldn't get by any more. He could have been stopped at the 10, but he got away and got up to the 18. So that was a good recovery there. If you're the Falcons, and you couldn't be too happy with the Panthers when you could have had them at the 10 instead of the 18. I mean, I know it's an 8-yard difference, but it can add up over time. We all know this.
But don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
Oh yeah, that's definitely true. Usually my goal with my returners is try to get, if they don't think they can get to at least a 20, don't even try it.
Absolutely. All right, 1st and 10 at the 18. They hand it off, but again, Brooks does not get very far, and this time it was Jake Bagwell who stopped him. Great play there by Bagwell.
They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter,
Yeah, nobody picked him up. Nobody picked up
great
Bagwell.
play, and also nobody saw him coming either.
Yeah, nobody saw him coming. Nobody picked him up. So a great play there by Bagwell.
Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Yeah, he came in unchecked, and it was smart, great tackle, great wrap up.
Here, it's complete.
Ooh, good completion there, and almost broke away. And had he broken away, did Devontae Freeman, that would have been possibly a touchdown, if not a big gain. But as it is a 3rd and 2. So they definitely redeemed themselves. But now we'll see if they can convert on this right here. 3rd and 2. They hand it off, but
3rd and short. I think
they hand it off, but they don't. But it was Irvin who tackled him, and it's now 4th and 5.
I gotta say, like, there's been some boneheaded blocking assignments today. Like, so many blown blocking assignments. More so with Atlanta than Carolina, but it's happened on both teams.
Yeah, so you really couldn't blame just one right there. But anyway, they kick it away, and if nothing else, field position will now become a thing. If this becomes a stalemate for the rest of this game, then field position will be premium for either offense.
Field position is always key.
Not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is
Also, let me turn on my fan, and then when we get to the halftime portion, I will go step out and get some water, and you guys could go get some snacks of your own. But back to the game. And Chaos almost got tackled and almost got sacked, but he was able to get 9 yards on that one, so it's 2nd and 1, and he got it to Cruz. So a good catch there by Cruz.
hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game.
Nicely done utilizing his weapons, but
If you hit a guy on the run like that,
said take what you can get. You're 2nd and 1. That's a great way to have yourself on offense.
Yes. And Chaos gets the first down, getting a completion, and I couldn't see who he got it to because of the damn screen in the way. Man hurts. And we get to the 2-minute warning.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3.
Yeah, I like the ability of Carolina utilizing the short passing game. But sometimes you have to do that. If your running game gets like shut down, Tom Brady did it for years in New England. Utilized the short pass game as the secondary run game.
Oh, of course. And Reaper gets caught. Reaper got caught by Jared. Grady Jarrett, number 97.
You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride. And they
Yeah,
do it
that's
every
bad
time.
when you can generate pressure up the middle. That's great for your defense, but bad for the offense.
Oh, absolutely.
Really, really difficult. You're talking about
I mean, if you're Wally and Darius and and the rest of Atlanta, you'll take those every day if you can get them. And Chaos. Oh, well, he got into his guy.
People pay Aaron Donald ridiculous amounts of money.
All right, so they get only 2 yards on that pass, so now it's 3rd and 15. So great coverage there by Atlanta.
Be aware, a ball may come your way.
Oh, yeah.
Now, obviously, if you're Carolina, you do want to make this, but if you're Atlanta, you can live with a short pass, but you just cannot give up a big play right here. And
Oh, yeah,
a
you
flag.
definitely-
Wait, we got a flag here. Delay of game on Carolina. That is the first time we've ever had that ever.
Reaper, what were you thinking, buddy?
Either that, or maybe they were trying to milk the clock. You know, kind of like the that one time that Coach Belichick was trying to milk the clock. But obviously, they changed the rule because because the officials realized, and so did the rest of the NFL realize, the exploit on that. So that's why they changed the rules. So now the clock's not going to run anymore. So now they have to. Sorry, I was eating Taco Bell. Anyway, he keeps it for himself, and he gets a first down, and then some. Reaper almost got a touchdown. What the hell happened?
That was a read option play, which with a fast quarterback like that can do an amazing job.
But
Carolina had Cam Newton for years, and that play was just always executed well by them.
Yeah, but that's the first time I've ever seen Chaos Reaper bust out like that, because he hadn't done that before. Anyway, he gets it, and touchdown, Carolina, Greg Olsen.
A 16-yard touchdown. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Yeah, that was a well-thrown ball, not too hard. It was, if you look, it was on
I'm sorry. That was, I'm sorry, that was,
shoulder.
yeah, that was a great catch, though, but
Blaze.
that was Blaze. I just realized that it was Blaze who did that, and yeah, he kept his feet in bounds, but I thought that was Olsen, but no, that was McCoy with his first touchdown as a Panther.
Extra point attempt here still to come.
Yeah, it was a well-executed play, but that's what happens when you have a stalwart running back like McCaffrey. You have to watch him. And on those fakes, it can be a pain.
Time a 6-play drive. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown.
Wow. Great play there, and also great catch by McCoy. Right now, Atlanta is they got to really put their foot down, because right now, if it continues at the pace that it's going, Carolina is going to win this.
You know,
Did my team make it? Wait.
Carolina's a threat.
Yeah. So Cruz, you were drafted by Carolina, so obviously you're in this game. Obviously, impeccable timing, I will say. Well, anyway, well, of course you're an offensive player, but right now you're on defense, or your team is anyway. Anyway, I'm sorry.
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open
It's all
space,
good.
maybe swing the ball to him.
Sorry, I'm eating.
The West Coast offense, the long handoff.
Well, yeah, of course, two birds of a feather, like Chaos and you
I'm still
are
here.
eating
I
food.
was eating.
Yeah, apparently you guys are eating your food. Anyway, they hand it off to Josh Brooks, and Josh gets 5 yards on that one, which is good, but of course, now that we're getting close to the end of the half, obviously you want to start running some plays or call your timeouts. You haven't really used them yet until now.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Yeah, I mean, why not use them now? I mean, you've got 3 and...
All right, they get a first down, but it's not going to matter because time is up.
one-point contest. As we'll send you down.
All right,
And that's
so
just a questionable coaching call right there.
yeah, this just continues the theme of questionable coaching decisions that may very well cost them the game right there. It costed San Francisco, and it may cost Atlanta, but it's not over though. Not yet. But yeah, Cruz, your team made it, and you're a wide receiver on the Carolina Panthers. Just to answer your question. All right, I'm going to go get some water. I'll be right back, Mr. Clinton.
All right. But that was a beautifully thrown ball by Reaper to Blaze. But we're getting ready for the end of the halftime show. No idea what it was. I took a nap during the halftime show. Getting ready to kick the ball off. Very strange camera angle. But
Second half action underway.
Cruz back on the return.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to
And
the
here we go.
27-yard line. Out come the
Cruz from the
Panthers, and
5.
have it first on offense
Gets
in
to
the third
about,
quarter.
say,
They built a good
27-yard
first half lead,
line.
They have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm
Decent
thinking is
return.
that the offensive staff spent the entire half.
Let's see what Reaper and the Carolina offense can do on this drive.
They're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Carolina looking
Ryan's
to...
got it.
Oh,
And he's
we
able
got
to
a
get it
shotgun
to the
formation,
32,
5
brought down
wide.
there.
Steps back. Nice completion. Great tackle there by Atlanta. Got second and 5. So decent play on first down. Don't get too cocky, Carolina.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up.
Shotgun formation, single back.
And a good quarterback.
Okay.
Zone coverage if he has just a
Nice
little bit of
catch.
time to
Think
survey
that's a
the
first
scene, that's
down.
what's gonna happen.
No doubt about it. If
Yep.
there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open.
Anyway, well, Chaos Reaper
Two sides.
now with a drop pass, and he manages, and I couldn't see who that was. I think that was Cruz. But that was a screen pass, and Cruz actually made a couple of moves and got the first down. That was a very good move there.
Yep, seems like Carolina's made some adjustments at halftime, and they're improving their short passing game.
And a draw play, and, well, not that far, but they get 2 yards on that one. Are you okay, my friend?
Chicken went down the wrong tube.
And move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Sorry about that.
They hand it off again, and
3 yards on the pickup. That's
this time it's only 3 yards, but I'll tell you one thing, Carolina is trying to run it down their throats. I mean, they have the lead, so I can understand trying to milk the clock, but obviously you don't want to, you know, fall short on first downs, obviously.
Oh yeah, you just kind of want to get those medium range passes and runs in there to take as much time as you can.
And they go for a pass, and no one was close. So it's 4th and 4. That was kind of a curious decision. I would have thought, you know, I mean, oh, he was trying to get it to Blaze, but his back was to him, and he didn't see it.
Kind of strange to go for a home run pass.
Anyway, now going for a punt, And this is going to be, where's this going to be? They're going to put it, okay, so the officials are going to put it at the 6. That's a very good punt there.
Excellent punt. That is putting Atlanta's back against the wall.
Practice each and every day. The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their
All right, so Atlanta pinned at their 6. So they got to be careful. And right now they need they need this if they want to stay in this game. Like I said, this game is far from over, but again, and he's going to launch it, and nope. I mean, I believe he was trying to go for a home run pass to Julio, who is definitely capable of making those plays. But with that said, and hello to Naldelia Sea Stars. And JWE's apparently eating McDonald's. And Ryan, what? Fumble! Fumble, and Carolina recovers it in the end zone, and it's a touchdown. And
that is a big mistake by Matt Ryan.
And not only that, it was Thompson who was the MVP in the previous game, if you remember. Well, he got that one. Are the Chiefs still on? Well, the Chiefs are not in this, but I mean, as you can see, it's between the Panthers and the Falcons, but Carolina with a huge play. I mean, great play there by them, but
excellent play.
But for Atlanta, I'm like, you got to get rid of that ball as quickly as possible. You got to. Because stuff like this could happen, and that's what happened.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Now, of course, I don't know what would have happened.
I think Carolina's probably...
Oh, sorry.
That's why I gave Carolina the edge, or I was so shocked, because he figured Atlanta would have had the slight edge, but it's playing out opposite.
I mean, of course, Carolina established its run, and they just made the most of their opportunities, and that's what happened. Did the Chief win not this game? I don't know. Who the hell is the Chief? Either that or maybe you're in the wrong stream. I don't know. But he's not here. I'm not saying this to be mean. I'm just saying this because he's not here. So,
We get a look at the Carolina defense as they work their way into position. And they had the fumble return for a touchdown, and boom, they're right back.
To the 25, so I mean, same as a touchback.
Yeah, of course. The team Chiefs. Yeah, no, they did not win. To answer your question, no, they did not win. Sorry. And I'm just trying to, I'm not trying to be mean or anything like that, but I'm like, I just didn't understand your question, though. But no, they did not win. If you just want to get straight to the point, they didn't win. There you go. Anyway, back to this game, though.
AFC title game. AFC title game is Jets, Denver, Reaper. Or not Jets. Cincinnati, Denver.
Yeah. So yeah, as far as I mean, yeah, the Chiefs last playoff season 4, yeah, they made it to the Super Bowl, but they fell one game short, and yeah, they lost that. If that's what you were referring to, so yeah, they lost that, and a nice tackle there by Jake Bagwell. Great play by Bagwell. So.
Yeah, once again, a missed blocking assignment. Just let him go straight into the backfield untouched.
So far, a complete game by Carolina. I mean, really, what more could you ask for from one team? But yeah.
Pick every play.
Well, I mean, if that happens, then the quarterback doesn't get a chance more often than not, especially if they do pick sixes and stuff like that. But anyway.
Open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting.
Another
to the
great
flag.
tackle. Carolina's tackling has been on point today. Even if they give up a catch, they're right there.
So, anyway, my apologies, Nadia. It's just I really didn't understand the question at first, but yeah, the Chiefs weren't in this, and yeah. Anyway, nice fair catch there at the 25, and that was by, I believe that's Cruz. And but yeah, the AFC title, that's going to be Cincinnati at Denver.
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader. Making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this third and fourth quarter.
And, nice catch. And he breaks the tackle, and they get past the halfway point to the 47. And Carolina just continuing to rack up the yards, and
Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels. Break off.
I gotta say, sloppy tackling today by the Falcons.
yeah, it just seems like that.
You're supposed to wrap up and then drive, not hug them. This isn't an edge spear.
A play fake. And great catch. Did they get it? Yep, they got it. And they get to the 25-yard line, and that was by Olsen.
And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play
Atlanta better do something quick, or this is going to be a runaway.
I mean, the Panthers are just... I've never seen this much intensity by the Panthers. Like,
I gotta say, when you first announced the teams, I'm like, and you... Oh, go ahead.
No, go for it.
I was gonna say, when I looked at the teams and everything, I saw that Carolina was gonna be the biggest threat to Denver, and they're showing why.
And another touchdown this time to Olsen, and Carolina just running away with it.
Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
each and every time. A lot of people see
man.
that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can
This I think this game is pretty close to being. I think it's just being over already because. Yes, we've seen comebacks, but Atlanta's going to have to change how they're playing on both sides of the ball, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And, almost got a blocked field goal, but it's now 28-3. This is just, like, I was hoping for a more closer, matchup, but obviously this is just, someone's calling me. Hang on one moment.
Nice extra point. But Atlanta better make some changes. They're hurting. They're hurting bad. Yeah, I'm shocked at it too, JWE. I was expecting a much closer game, but I ain't seeing. It's been lopsided today.
This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
If Atlanta wants to stay in this game,
Now coming out on the field.
they're going to have to do something big on this drive. Okay, so we got a touchback, so we'll start at the 25.
Just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base,
Ryan better do something. Do something quick.
The punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
That is true, Reaper, but the way that Atlanta's been playing today, especially on defense, it's been hurting them bad.
Looking deep downfield. It got his man complete. A very nice pickup.
All right, so shotgun.
Now look, you're not
Run.
gonna be able to get
Oh,
this
no,
all
play
the way
action
at once,
pass.
but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in the cloud of dust.
Nice completion.
I go aerial attack.
42-yard line. Nice catch by Blake. Great play action. Great throw.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first.
Few hands on holding onto the ball. Nicely done, but they need to, keep up the gas. Don't just be like, oh, we made one good play. All right, so it looks like single back.
The Falcons pick up the first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time.
All right, nice completion on the slant route.
No matter what, you really can't hide.
Looks like Ryan's found his favorite receiver today.
Right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary
Nice
guy was
first
going to
down.
be,
Here
and
we
he ended
are,
up going to the
1st and 10
secondary
at
target
31.
for this game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to
All
his
right,
primary
I
guy.
formation.
I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said,
All right,
I know
Josh
how to
Brooks
beat
gets a
that, and
handoff.
that's what he did.
Solid run. Looks like about 5 or 6 yards. Nice play. But they got to score points on this drive. And preferably 7.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Ryan steps back. Oh, Josh Brooks handoff. First down to the 20-yard line. They're in the red zone.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Complete over the middle to Hardy. This will be a 5-yard.
Let's see what they do here.
From the 20 to the 15. 5 yards on the catch there.
All right, Ryan steps back. Nice completion over the middle. All right, so 5 yards on first down to Hardy. Nice play. 2nd and 5 at the 15.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football,
Hand
making
off
a
the
tackle, that's what we saw right
stuffed in the backfield.
And really, a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little
No
bit
gain.
because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good
3rd and
recognition on that
5.
play to hold him to no gain.
This is brought in by Hardy. And he's got the first down as he gets it to
All
the
right,
8.
here we go.
They're able to convert on 3rd down.
What's the
and that
Falcons
sets
going to do
up
now?
1st and
Play
goal.
action.
Well, they've had a great
Nice
impressive
completion
drive
to
going here, and that pickup
first down
ensures the drive
Falcons.
continues.
8-yard line, 1st and goal.
Which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now. But you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Nice play on first down to get the first down. Well executed play action and another catch by Hardy.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Complete to Jones.
All right, shotgun.
And he was able to shed the tackle.
See what
with
they're
the
going to do,
reserves
1st and
coming
goal.
for the stop. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Ryan sets back. Completion to Julio Jones. Looks like to about the 6. 2nd and goal.
As a quarterback, that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception.
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way.
And so far, it looks like Carolina has been holding. But they're going to have to hold them to stay in the lead.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
All right,
So
so
rush.
sorry about that. I had to take care of a call. I didn't have any. I couldn't just, hang them up. But anyway, I'm back, and right now Atlanta, if they have any chance, they got to make this. And
Yep.
wow, just inches short of the touchdown right there.
I'd go for it. At this point, you're down by 25. Go for it. You have nothing to lose.
Yeah, absolutely. At the 1?
Even if you don't get... Yeah, they need to go for it.
And what? They're going to kick a field goal? Are you serious? This just... Wow. This is kind of the opposite of when you mentioned that someone should kick the field goal, but because you're down already and you're down big, they do the opposite. What the hell? And I don't blame anyone, and I don't blame those who were watching the show and leaving because of how lopsided the score is. I don't blame you guys. And I certainly don't blame anyone else who is just wondering, what the hell is the problem with the coach? So I don't blame you guys for leaving.
Drum Monkey could be a better coach.
Well, that's because he's a monkey, and he's not an average monkey at best. He's a drum monkey.
Good lord.
Anyway, good return there by Cruz, who also doubles as a kick returner.
Yes, nice kick return right there. 30 down to the 31. That's good field position.
I'm like, for Atlanta, that was their best drive, and yet all they could muster was 3 points.
It's almost like Atlanta has given up on this game. At least coach.
I mean, this is not. I mean, this is about the same thing as like Mike Keenan. Like Mike Keenan, of course, regarded as one of like, not to say he wasn't a successful coach, because he was a successful coach, but he was just not well liked with the other players and some of the other coaches, just by the fact that he was, if anyone who knows Mike Keenan would know what I'm getting at. But anyway, as far as what am I going to be streaming next, I will be doing MLB The Show tomorrow, so we'll be doing some baseball. And great throw by Chaos Reaper, breaks the tackle, and they get to the 31, or I'm sorry, the 42, past the halfway point, and that's going to end the third quarter, and there's still another quarter left to go.
Excellent throw by Reaper, but to comment on his comment in the chat, yeah, I don't blame the real life coach. It's the AI. It's dumb.
Yeah, absolutely.
Any real life coach would have gone for the touchdown there.
Yeah, well, I would say probably 95 out of 100 would do that. But that's just me being facetious. Now, generously, I would say 98% would have done that.
But yeah, that was just a boneheaded call, and it's going to cost them the game. I can almost guarantee it.
I mean, now credit Atlanta for getting as far as they did. I mean, they made it out of the wild card round, but they were outdumbed by a dumber coach. And then special teams let Dallas down, and Atlanta took advantage of that. But Carolina just is the complete package. They not only did they get ahead, they are not letting up.
No, they're not, and they're riding McCaffrey, which is what you should do in this situation.
Yeah, and of course you can't really blame Darius and Walter and. And
no, if I
many
was
of the
him, I'd be doing a BT trigger pile driver on the coach.
Anyway, nice tackle by, I believe that was Nicole McQueen. She has 3 tackles.
Nicely done. Shot straight into the hole, wrapped up, drove, and brought him to the ground.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff now to
And
I don't blame the players at all.
anyway, well, nice recovery tackle there as McCaffrey only gets 1, but like the old saying goes, too little, too late. I'm like, you couldn't make the plays when they mattered the most, and obviously the coaching in the game, not the IRL coach, to your point, they failed them, and that's why they are down as many as they are. And McCaffrey gets a clear lane and another first down. So I guess, you know, I don't want to say that Carolina's going to win because it's more likely they are going to win. But, you know, should they hold on to this lead, and I believe they will, but who is going to be able to stop them? Is it going to be Cincinnati or is it going to be Denver?
Denver might have a chance. It's just Carolina's got a lot of weapons because the one weapon we haven't talked about today is number 10, Curtis Samuel.
Anyway, good use of McCaffrey as an additional wide receiver, so great job by McCaffrey.
Yeah, Carolina's just got too many weapons. McCoy, Cruz, McCaffrey, Moore, Olsen, Samuel. And then, of course, Reaper, who's utilizing his weapons correctly.
And, oh, wait, we got a flag here. What's this? This is against, what is this? Illegal touching? And it's against the wide receiver, Blaise McCoy. That's his first penalty that he's ever had. And if I'm not mistaken... Oh, yeah?
I'm wondering if he had his foot out of bounds and then came back in to get to the ball, because you can't be the first receiver to touch it if you stepped out of bounds.
Oh, probably. We got DJ Moore as well. All right, well, that's going to be... All right, so I guess they just count it as an incompletion, I guess. All right, 3rd and 1. And another touchdown. And I believe that is, if I'm not mistaken, that's Cruz. So far, Justin Cruz and Blaise, their presence has made it very, very, very difficult for teams to cover. You know, because, you know, without these two guys, they would probably be, you know, double or triple teaming Olsen or whatnot. I mean, because Olsen was the best weapon they had, but then when you add Cruz and McCoy, you can't double team Olsen anymore. You can't, you know, do that anymore.
Nope. That's the thing. I think Carolina has the biggest advantage is they got so many weapons on the offensive side of the ball. It's hard to contain them. But Wally, you guys have nothing to be ashamed of. This wasn't done by the players. This was done by bad coaching calls and
Carolina's just that damn good.
Yeah.
I mean, to their point, I mean, it's like, because I mean, you can make all the excuses you want, but in the end, Carolina just wanted to win.
Yep. The front 7 of your defense is great, Wally, but that secondary is suspect. It's been suspect for a while.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, I don't know if I could count Nicole as a secondary. She's more of a linebacker, but still.
Yeah, she's linebacker, so she's part of the front 7.
Yeah, so you have a great front 7. It's just your back 4 couldn't stop the deep runs couldn't stop the deep passes when they had them, and but also bad plays and penalties, and also, you know, getting sacked into the end zone, or not sacked into the end zone, but it causes a fumble and then they recover it in the end zone. So really, there's no shame in what happened.
Here's Ryan to throw.
Anyway, they do get a first down,
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard
so a good first down there. And I guess all they have left to do is just play for some garbage points.
Yep. But, I mean, with Atlanta's front defensive seven, they're probably the one shining spot for this team. Period.
In all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield.
And, ooh, I mean, big hit there by Kuechly onto Freeman, but
I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
Impressive that he held on to the ball.
I mean, of course, to go back to when I asked who could stop Carolina, of course you have, of course there's you, or the only linebacker that you have is DKO.
He's got Freeman here. It's complete. Call it a 1-yard gain.
And of course, while that's great that you have him and Von Miller, I mean, you also have to deal with there's you as a wide receiver, there's Chris Clark as a running back, and Logan as a quarterback. So they have the pieces to compete, but I don't know if they'll have the pieces to win. If they should be successful in getting to the Super Bowl.
It'll be a pickup of
I don't know.
good enough to earn him yet another first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's
And Chaos is doing his Kenny Omega impression. And with that, I bid you adieu. Goodbye and good night.
so to speak.
Sorry.
I don't know, not that guy.
Ryan in the offense.
Not an AEW fan, or just Kenny Omega.
Well, no, just not an Omega fan. I'm Team Okada.
Throw again.
Okada better than Kenny Omega ever will be.
That's
And great play there by, I believe that was Freeman. I think number 24.
a good pickup there, 21 yards.
Good route, good pickup for
Yeah, it was.
down yardage, and that is a tough
Kind of makes you wonder, why didn't they do these type of plays before?
if you're trying to cover
Or I guess they did, but they just couldn't finish the job. And that was kind of the problem with the Falcons when they were in the Super Bowl. They weren't able to convert on touchdown, opportunities and had to settle for field goals. That was kind of the story of that particular Super Bowl, and it costed them against the Seahawks.
Or you mean against the Patriots when they were up 28-3?
No,
Or talking about in-game?
I'm talking about in game against when they went up against the Seahawks in season 2.
Oh, okay. Well, applies the same for both.
And then apparently Chaos's team Kota Ibushi.
noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
If I'm not mistaken, I mean they were the Golden Lovers, I think.
And it's Ryan. Gets this one to Hill.
Anyway, good catch
call
there by Hill.
Kenny-
Gain of 21 yards.
I call Kenny overrated.
Kenny overrated. I mean, there's no denying he is a big name when it comes to like recognition and things like that. Now, sure, there are better wrestlers than him in the
He
past.
ripped off my hand gesture. Stole my hand gesture.
I'm not even going to ask what that hand gesture is, so
The gun thing that he does. I've been doing that since I was like 2. Rip off.
They'll try and run
it might have been coincidence. And they try to run it with Josh,
from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
but he only gets to the 3. And this also contributes to Atlanta being down as far as they are. They haven't been able to run effectively. They did so early, but then it just kind of went away from them.
Yeah, it's just Carolina's been able to lock down their running game, and Matt Ryan, for some reason, is acting like he's playing backyard football.
That's going to lead to a third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they
I mean,
saw the heavy look from the
like I said,
offense.
great defense there by Carolina doing what they do.
A little bit of speed and heft and able to really make a big time.
Oh yeah, I was sad when Kuechly retired. He was a really good linebacker.
Yeah, and the fact that this is, for all intents and purposes, his last game, that says something. That tells you that you could be on top one day, the next you could be out of luck, and finally, finally the Falcons get a touchdown, but as I've said, too little, too late.
That was a good play, and Freeman caught the ball. Yeah, Kuechly, though, he retired because he didn't want to end up like guys like Jim Brown where they could barely walk.
Yeah, like at least Jim Brown didn't have CTE, but yeah, he barely could walk, like especially as he got older. You know, because because I saw him. Well, when I saw him, I said, I'm talking about like on TV, like when he was doing like movies, you know?
Yeah.
When I was watching his movies, I'm like, he was walking just fine, but then to your point, you know, age does get to you, and
injuries add up.
They do, and so I mean I can understand why, and I could probably see the same thing for, you know, Andrew Luck when he left. I'm like, I was just so surprised because this came out of left field. Like when he announced his retirement.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick.
And an onside kick, but didn't really do much. The only way this would have worked is if he had dropped the ball, which he didn't, to their credit.
I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says
yep, and now it gives them great field position to cap it off.
And so far, Chaos Reaper may very well be player of the game with 230 yards and 3 touchdowns.
With no picks.
No picks. I could also see maybe Greg Olsen or McCaffrey being the MVP. I could see that.
Yeah, McCaffrey's the type of player you have to game plan your defense around, which is rare for a running back nowadays.
Yeah, it's either him or the J Train. But the only problem with J Train was that he was on a team that had a very bad quarterback, and all the opposing team had to do was just stop him, and they did. With this team, you really can't do any of that. I mean, you have to stop everybody.
Doesn't matter. It's, Todd Gurley in real life had the same problem. The Rams just had no other weapons besides him, and everybody just ganged up on him.
Absolutely. Same thing with Eric Dickerson to a degree. But they didn't try to stop him. They just simply tried to, you know, pick off whoever the quarterbacks were, or sack him. They didn't try to bother trying to catch Dickerson. They knew they couldn't stop him.
Nice blitz, though, on that play with the sack, but where was this earlier in the game?
Yeah, like, they really could have done a lot of this more often if they were to keep this, like, within a score or two, but no. But, I mean, great sack, though, so, I mean, nothing, like you said, Clinton, I mean, the players are doing their job. They just haven't been able to get over the hump.
I mean, yeah, that looked like a nice mix of man coverage and zone coverage in the back, and then that blitz. Well tackled, shot straight through the hole, and Reaper had nowhere to go, not even a chance to react.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here to gain
and they're going to try to kick it away, and they do. But that's just going to be a touchback, so.
For another drive here, Austin Hooper trots back out. And this is how the game is
Well
trended for him
executed game by
numbers-wise. He's
Carolina.
really picked it up. And
So Austin Hooper, he started out really hot, but then he started cooling down, and as he cooled down, that kind of would explain why Atlanta wasn't in contention after getting off to that hot start. I mean, there's a multitude of reasons, but that's just part of it.
Yeah, it just seems like Ryan couldn't get out of the gates today.
Too big and too strong, usually for one person to handle.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be
All right, so incomplete right there.
wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Play action, Ryan.
And wait a minute, and the first interception is by Jackson, and Carolina takes the ball back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage.
Great.
You would not
and now they'll tack on an interception here.
Go ahead.
I mean, that was a great anticipation play. He didn't even see him behind him. Did number 14? He just came from behind. Did Dante Jackson and just took what would have been a reception. And he just read that perfectly.
Excellent defensive play, but it didn't help that Ryan threw it high into that my left shoulder.
Yeah, because the best way that could have happened is if he had just thrown it closer to his chest and not over it.
Yep. And Ryan, is a veteran, he should know better than that.
And they'll just simply run it. I mean, right now it's just you have the win, so obviously you don't want to try to throw it and then risk getting a pick six. Not that it's going to help. Yeah,
this is the case where you just run it.
Yeah, the worst thing you do is throw it and it gets picked off for a touchdown, which, sure, that might not be enough for Atlanta, but
it would have to be like 3 straight pick sixes.
Yeah, because we saw what happened when they got 2 pick sixes, did Carolina in the previous game. Well, anyway, thank you for stopping by, Walter. And but yeah, Walter, this is the only game that we have today. So after the game, we're actually done. But other than that, though, we're done with the stream, is what I'm trying to say. But other than that, though, I will see you guys tomorrow for MLB The Show.
And that is it.
And 3, 2, 1.
Just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. And this will be a
back to the drawing board, Atlanta.
So great game by Carolina, and not much I could say except the player of the game, no question about it, is Chaos Reaper. 250 yards, 3 touchdowns. I will give them all the credit in the world. They did everything that you would want them to do and more.
If I was Carolina's coach, I would be very happy with Reaper's performance. Almost an 80% completion percentage, 3 touchdowns to no interceptions. Excellent day by Reaper.
Yes, you did your best, Walter, and that's really all the best you could have done. I mean, the fact that you made it as far as you did, especially with the teams you were up against, that says a lot.
Now the question is, who is Carolina going to face?
Yeah, and also I have to talk to Remnant. Now, even though Kyle Young is the quarterback, the actual captain is wide receiver Remnant Elementor, so I'm going to talk to him and ask him, hey, when is a good game? When is it a good time for? What would be a good time for you to do some, so what would be a good time so that I could stream and you could watch this, your game, I should say, is what I was trying to say. I couldn't talk.
It's all good.
And plus, we could do commentary on your own game. Anyway, we could look at the stats now, but anyway.
So say eyes open all the time.
And of course, you're definitely welcomed, and especially since you're also on the opposing player, so that also helps with that dynamic. But so while Ryan, like under normal circumstances, Ryan did pretty well. 1 touchdown, 1 interception. That's kind of a even Steven game. But when you go up against someone that has 3 touchdowns to no interceptions, yeah, that's not going to cut it, especially at this time.
All right, later, Wally.
All right. So, yep, Christian McCaffrey had the most yards out of anybody. 5.8 to your point.
Oh, give me Reapers any day.
But Reaper only had 1. He only had 1 rushing attempt, but it was for 51 yards, so...
Oh, yeah, I would love to have Christian McCaffrey with 17 carries with a 51-yard average.
Or how about Mike Davis's 1 rush, but it was for 9 yards, and the touchdown as well.
Oh, yeah, that would be really good, too. I would die over those carry numbers.
Well, I know that there's a song called "It's My Party, I Can Cry If I Want To." Well, don't die on me, my friend. All right, so Austin Hooper had the most receptions of more than anybody, and he had 88 yards for Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, six receptions for 40 yards, not bad, and a touchdown. Now, Justin Cruz, he had 5, but for 99 yards and a touchdown, so that's a very good one. And Greg Olsen, 4 receptions for 96 yards and a touchdown. Then, of course, you can't forget Blaise McCoy, who only had one reception, but it was for 16 yards and a touchdown. I'm pretty sure you'll take that any time.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely would love to have a 16 yards per catch. I'm happy with 10.
Yeah. And Deion Jones, wow, look at this. Deion Jones had 17 tackles for Atlanta. And, of course, Luke Kuechly does what he always does. He gets a lot of tackles, 12 himself. And Nicole with 5 tackles of her own. And then, good luck, Clinton. Good luck in your game, Clinton. Hope to see you in the Super Bowl, says Chaos.
Thank you, I'm Raider.
Oh, you were really eating something. I'm not sure what you're eating.
TV dinner, chicken, and steak with green beans.
So Dante Jackson had 4 tackles and an interception. That's pretty good. Bagwell with 5 tackles. 3 of them were tackles for loss. So that definitely contributed mightily. And for Walter Johnson, he only had 1 tackle. But that 1 tackle was a tackle for loss, but they could have used more on his part. Same thing with Darius. I mean, I guess to the point of Carolina, they made sure that they didn't run into any of those 2 guys.
Yeah, they stayed away from him, which was a smart strategy.
All right, so that's going to do it for our show today. Like I said, that was just a 1-game show. And what a game it was. Just not the close game I was hoping for, but sometimes you're going to get something like that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right, so next week, more or less, we will be back, and we will be doing the AFC Championship game with 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 once again our good friend Clinton, and of course the opposition in the form of Remnant and Lamentor. So
And the Cincinnati Bengals, which will be the closest thing to a title game they get since the 80s.
so so for Cincinnati to win, obviously we have to cause turnovers. We have to take advantage of turnovers, and that's what we would have to do. I say we because I'm on the Bengals. I was drafted as a linebacker. I mean, me and Mottman, we form a very, very good linebacking core.
No, I'm just hoping for the same problem that Atlanta had today. Front seven good, back half not so good. Because then that means Cage gets to play.
Yeah, and and we'll have to find out if Denver can, actually play some defense. Given the fact that it was a very close game between you guys and the Jets.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, Elmeister is a whole different animal compared to, say, Kyle Young. Because Kyle's more of a traditional quarterback where he stays in the pocket.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be the big issue for whoever goes to the Super Bowl when they meet Carolina. It's going to be a handful trying to contain them.
Oh yeah, definitely. And for Joker and I understand DJ Curtis and some others who have expressed interest. Well, I do have some people that are on their way out just out of the fact that they have been MIA. So we'll definitely bring you guys back in or bring you in, and in the case of Joker, bring you back in for season 6. So with that said, that's going to do it. Until then, this is the Blue Toad to June 22 signing off, saying goodbye, and I'll see you tomorrow. But for now, I bid you, as Kenny Omega says, I bid you all
Overrated.
adieu. Good night, goodbye,
Later.
and good night. Sorry about that, Clinton.
It's all good.
All right. Peace out, everybody.